What is up, everybody? Welcome back to AI on Crypto. Today, we're going to talk about that CNFT project that got away. Yes, we're going to talk about the chilled Kongs, which has just been melting faces as of late. The entire CNFT marketplace has been doing pretty well, even in these turbulent times. And the chilled Kongs has definitely been the leader of the pack, I would say, over the last week or so. I've been following this project from a distance since I don't know, about 150 ADA, and just in the last couple of weeks, they've really surged up, now with a floor price of 2100 ADA. So now if I'm going to get a chilled Kong, I really have to dig into my pockets, pull out a couple of grand. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think it still might be very, very worth it. I mean, after all, think about if you had the opportunity today to buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club for just $2,000. Now, I am not saying the chilled Kongs are going to be the next Bored Ape Yacht Club, but you cannot make the mistake of thinking some $50 mint is a better opportunity than a $2,000 blue chip. Can you dig it? All right, guys, so we're going to dive into the chilled Kongs. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about this incredible CNFT project. And we're going to do that on this video right now. This is AI on Crypto. On this channel, we talk about cryptocurrency prices and trends, altcoin gems, and all the things on the blockchain that fill our bags to the max, and we stay far away from Wreck City. We make daily cryptocurrency content covering NFTs, metaverse, player and blockchain gaming, and more. So if you're into that kind of content, please subscribe to the channel. Tap that bell so you don't miss future time-sensitive videos, and they do happen from time to time. And welcome to the community, guys. Now, before we dive in, I must say I am not a financial advisor, a professional one. I am not even an amateur one. I am simply a cryptocurrency and NFT enthusiast sharing this video today for information and entertainment purposes only. Do not take this as financial advice. Do your own research, as these markets are incredibly volatile and risky. All right, guys, so chilled Kongs. This is an NFT project over on the Cardano blockchain, otherwise known as a CNFT project. We are on the website right now, chilledkongs.com. I will link in the description below. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I would have really dove into this project deeper sooner, but it's okay. I can still get a couple of these if I really want to, but they've been pumping so hard. You know, what goes up must come down. So ladies and gentlemen, I got to let you know, my strategy with these chilled Kongs is probably going to be the dollar cost average. I'm going to bet that they're probably going to pull back to about 1,500. I could be totally wrong. We'll look at the chart in just a second. But guys, again, do your own research. It could easily just keep going up and not come back down to prior levels at all. But anyways, let's get back to the project. As you can see, we got a chilled Kong in the room. Laying about the room is a lot of the various traits that you'll see in the collection. Now, one cool thing about this project, they do have a nice little in-house collection demonstrator, I guess you could call it, where you can the default is just from chilled Kong 1 all the way down to the last one, but you can also filter by rarity traits, and they have an in-house rarity table. Now, I'll take this moment to just show you guys the actual art. And of course, the art is only one component to the success of a project, and it is difficult to determine what art is going to be a hit and what art is not. I mean, with NFTs, it really can be hit or miss, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes there's NFT projects that I think has very good art. They fizzle out, don't do a thing. Sometimes there's projects where I, even as an NFT enthusiast, say, what am I looking at? And those projects can take off. Now, when it comes to the art of the chilled Kongs, you know, everybody's going to say, oh, they're kind of copying the Bored Ape, but it's a totally different look. I wish that would stop popping up. Anyway, oh, here's a nice little naked Kong. Those are pretty rare, I bet. I think I might get one, ladies and gentlemen, but I just don't know if I want to buy one at the peak of this pump. If I wait, I might be paying more. If if I wait, I also might be paying a little bit less. Maybe I can get 2 instead of 1 or something like that. So I'm just going to gamble that the pump has been so hard that it might come down. Now, one thing about this project, as you do begin to scroll through, one thing that stands out to me is that there are a nice variety of traits. Also, generally speaking, these Kongs do have a chill vibe, a pleasant vibe. You know, none of these Kongs really are displaying aggression, attitude, anger, right? So I find that these more positive expression NFT collections, maybe innately, us human beings, you know, we want to be around positive facial expressions. There might be something to that. It's just a guess of mine. But I have noticed that some of the NFT projects that have a more serious tone don't do quite as well. Now, that is not always the case, ladies and gentlemen. I think a great example of a serious toned NFT project that has done incredibly well is Azuki over on the Ethereum blockchain, as well as Clonex and some others that are not, you know, this bubbly happy. But I do feel like these happy toned profile picture projects do tend to do well. And why might that be, ladies and gentlemen? Well, these are a profile picture project. That means that people will use one of these NFTs as their profile picture on Twitter, Discord, the various forums where NFT talk occurs, where we flex our collection via our profile picture. And I think it makes sense that people would want to be represented by a happy NFT. That just kind of makes sense to me. And these NFTs are very happy. I can see people really enjoying representing themselves with these chilled Kongs. So I like the art. Okay, guys, so here we are at jpeg.store. I will link this CNFT marketplace in my description of the video. If you're an Ethereum NFT buyer watching this for the first time and you've never bought a CNFT, jpegs.store is going to be your go-to. You're going to want to download the NAMI wallet in order to participate, and it is basically the same thing as a MetaMask wallet. You interact in a very similar manner that you do with OpenSea. So if you're used to buying NFTs on OpenSea, you'll have no problem buying them on the JPEG store using your NAMI wallet. So here is the collection, guys. You can see that the floor price is a healthy 2,175 ADA. If you look at the graph here, guys, just on the 10th, 18 days ago, it had an average sell price of 900 and a floor price of 795. All right, so it's done a 3x in the last 18 days. If you go about 30 days further, we had a floor price of about 500. So we're 4x from where we were a month or so ago. The community is probably very, very happy. Now, when you try to get rare traits in this collection, this is another thing that makes me bullish. Like, for example, I'll go to the close here, and if you pick all of the rare outfits, there is nothing cheap. The cheapest one for a spacesuit is 10,000 ADA. So people in this collection that have the rare traits are not letting it go without a lot of ADA transferred in that exchange. So that's another reason I really like this project. Also, guys, this is a really big focus of the project, and that is mental health. One of the reasons the project was named Chilled Kongs is to be the chillest community in the CNFT space. Now, here's something I read just today, and it did strike me, guys, because I do have a family member who is struggling with some mental health issues. It is very taxing. And to be honest with you guys, I've been under a tremendous amount of anxiety lately, and I really don't know why. But it is a reminder to me that mental health is incredibly important. So I'll read you this message from one of their team members. We know that the Chilled Kongs community is the chillest. We also know that it's not possible to maintain high and chilled vibrations all the time. But the thing about our community that other ones in the NFT space and other ones in the NFT space is that we have a safe environment to try and get better every day. As a person who struggles with OCD, depression, and attempted suicide, I can say that joining the Chilled Kongs team and being part of the community helps me every day, and I feel safe enough to ask for help here and the help lines. All right, guys. So they literally help the community with mental health. That is not me speaking about myself, by the way. If you weren't paying attention, I was reading from the announcement section of their Discord from one of their team members. Now, guys, here I'm going to read an announcement from the Discord that is actually very important. We're going to finish up this video in a second by going over the roadmap of what we do know about the roadmap. But the biggest thing on the roadmap right now is going to be what's called the Magic Kongs Mushroom Drop. Now, I'm going to just read this because it's going to explain it to you a lot better than me trying to summarize it. Today, 420, we are doing a major update on our big Magic Kongs Mushroom Drop. We've been studying a lot to make this the best way possible. After weeks of consolidating ideas, keeping goals in mind that were, make the best outcome for holders, make the project stronger, give more chances for newcomers to get on board, and make the mushrooms drop more fun, we came to what we think it will be the best for the community and the project. So with that being said, see below each step of the Magic Kongs drop. So every holder will earn a free drop mushroom. So if you own a Chilled Kong, you are going to get one of these mushrooms. So yes, there will be a 1-for-1 airdrop for the holders. If you have one Kong, you will have a 100% chance to get one of the types of mushrooms. 2, there will be 3 types of mushrooms, not 1, but 2. Cubensis, Azzies, and Super Magic. The Cubensis will be slightly more common than the Azzies, and both will transform the OG Kongs based on its metadata traits. The Super Magic will be ultra rare ones and can transform any OG Kong into an ultra rare magic one, not following its metadata. The Super Magics would exist just from the transformation from the Super Magic mushrooms that only holders will get a chance to receive. All OG Kongs can be magically transformed with 3 mushroom types with possibility of generating 3 new NFTs from it. But no one will be able to use twice of the same mushroom for the same OG. Alright guys, so that kind of, I think that answered a question for me. Your OG is not going to be burned. So you will not have to destroy your OG to get this magical transformation, which is nice. So basically you're getting a 2-for-1. If you buy a Chilled Kong right now, you're also going to be getting this mushroom because the drop has not happened yet. All holders will have a 100% chance to get a mushroom between Cubensis, Azzies, and Super Magic. Newcomers will have more ways to join the CK project. So this is one of the benefits. The Magic Mushroom Kongs are definitely going to be cheaper than the OGs, so it will provide for lower entry points for a bigger community. On a public mint, everyone will have a chance to get a rare Magic Kong, which makes it more fun, while this does not take away the rarity and value from those who hold an OG Kong. Anyways, guys, that is a really big deal in the Chilled Kong roadmap. Now, going back to their website real quick, when you go down here, all they have for their roadmap is this beautiful image that one of their artists has done. Now, front and center, I think this is very symbolic, is the Magic Kongs, all right? Obviously, we know that is next on the list. Now, next to that is Metaverse Spaces. So they are going to have Metaverse down the line. First, the Magic Kongs, then we're talking Metaverse down the line, which can be a lot like the other side Metaverse of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Also, they're going to have a big presence in CNFT Con Las Vegas. The Chilled Kong ecosystem will do donations for charity. And here in the middle, we see that down the road, there's going to be a Kongs token. Also, 3D Kongs constantly. There will be giveaways, merch store, and a Kongs garage coming soon, which lets you believe you might be able to build cars for your Kongs, potentially to use in the metaverse. So, because of everything I just shared with you guys, I think this is a project that should be on any NFT collectors, whether you're an NFT collector on Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. The world of NFTs is expanding. A lot of people think that the NFT is going to be a bubble, but ladies and gentlemen, CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Clubs just keep getting more expensive. There keeps being more and more people. Yes, there's more and more mints all the time, which means you got to be very, very careful with mints. With mints, really best case scenario, if you mint a lot, you're going to have a 50% chance of success. If you're new to NFTs, I say go for mints. Maybe you'll hit it big, and it will be a way to really get your portfolio going, and maybe you can flip some big growth into having a nice collection. Now, maybe if you're a little bit experienced, maybe if you've been in NFTs a while like myself, I've been fortunate enough to have some really great success in NFTs. I have a lot of NFTs, and I think I'm to a point in my collecting where it just makes more sense for me to spend a little bit more on proven projects that is a little bit safer for my money than mints, because I already have a lot of NFTs. Now I'm shifting from a let's hit it big mode, which I've been in probably for the last 2 years. Now I'm shifting to a more capital preservation mode, and NFTs are becoming a little bit more structured and developed, and we're starting to see blue chips emerge. And I feel perfectly comfortable as a savings vehicle buying a chilled Kong. I think it's only going to go up. I don't think it's going to reduce 70, 80, 90% like a fresh mint could. So even though a new mint might be only $50 for the NFT, if I buy 20 of them, I still spend $1,000, right? And if they go down from a $50 mint price to a $5 NFT that nobody's buying, I'll have not very much liquidity there, because I won't be able to sell it even for 5 ADA. And that does happen with mints, right? Contrast that with spending 2,000 ADA on a chilled Kong. What's the worst that can happen? Yes, it's been pumping a lot, so potentially you could buy a chilled Kong for 2,100 ADA right now, 2,200, 2,400 ADA. And tomorrow we could wake up and the floor price could be back at 1,750. It could be back at 1,900. It could be back at 1,500. And I would say that even though there's a tremendous amount of momentum with the collection right now, that could be probable simply because the collection has done over a 2x in floor price in less than a week, which means there's a lot of profit. People like to take profit. What happens with CNFTs is that new projects mint and people get FOMO. They'll sell a beautiful blue chip like a chilled Kong to buy some new mint, and people will lower and lower. That could happen, or it could just keep going up to be 5,000, 10,000, maybe the next Bored Ape Yacht Club. Unfortunately, I don't have a crystal ball, and all I can say is I like the project. I love the art. It's proven itself now, so it's a lot less risky than it was. In fact, I'd say it's pretty much a safe buy right now. You'll be able to sell it down the line if you need to, so it's relatively liquid. All right, guys. So that's my video on the chilled Kong. Do your own research. I hope you get one before the mushroom drop if you decide to enter the community. If you haven't done it already, please subscribe, tap that bell. We'll catch you on the next one.